Coming up this morning on Daybreak, more about a new rating that says the Midwest and South have the highest levels of obesity.
And a sneak peek at a memorial dedicated to black soldiers stationed at Fort Leonard Wood.
Plus, a man is drowned after trying to escape from authorities. We'll have the details on that story and more coming your way this morning here on Daybreak.
Good morning and welcome into Daybreak. It is Monday, August 12th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. New week, plenty to get to, but last day off for a lot of kids out there.
I know. The first day of school is tomorrow. It makes me nervous for them just thinking about it. But
I can't believe it that we're already here.
I know. Next hour, Hannah Zetta will have some good info for you guys on where to get last-minute immunizations, because that's important.
Yeah, and a lot coming, so hopefully everyone's enjoying today as the last day and having a lot of fun. Meteorologist Elisa Raffa, is probably going to tell us to try and stay cool.
Yeah, I made a note, speaking of school, I made a note to drag over the bus stop forecast later today for tomorrow morning, right?
It's that time.
We really got to use that pool look. The rest of today, right?
Yeah, heat advisory for the entire area. It's going to be sweltering out there today. It could be the hottest day of the year so far. Temperatures well into the middle and upper 90s. But the heat advisory takes effect because we're going to have that heat index up to 105 to 110. So it's going to be incredibly hot out there today. Again, this advisory goes from 1 p.m. till 8 p.m. today for everyone. Mostly clear skies out there this morning. A very warm temperature of 77 degrees on south winds. It is 76 in Ava, 76 in Fort Leonard Wood, and 76 in Rolla this morning. Dew points make your skin crawl this morning in the low to middle 70s. Incredibly oppressive, and it's going to continue to be oppressive through the day today. We'll have dry roads though, so no road hazards expected. Some green light conditions at the pool. Again, it's going to be very hot. Temperatures in the middle 90s by 3 o'clock with a very high UV index, and of course tack on that humidity, and it's going to feel even hotter. As you fire up the barbecue, it's going to continue to be hot. Temperatures around 96 degrees by 5 o'clock, still in the 80s by 9. So we're tracking that heat advisory as that heat index approaches 110 degrees. We do have an isolated severe threat as a cold front comes through, but it will break the heat too. Details on a cool down coming up in 10 minutes.
States across the Midwest and the South were recently listed as having the highest levels of obesity. A Consumer Project article rated states from worst to best in terms of eating and exercise habits. Missouri came in at number 17, Arkansas at number 7. Color 10 spoke to Springfield Public Schools to explore the nutrition kids are getting in school. School meals are a big part of where parents are depending on their kids getting necessary nutrients. The SPS Nutrition Director ensures 5 important components in each student's meal.
Liquid milk, meat alternate, which meat alternate would be like your proteins like cheeses and yogurts and those kinds of things, vegetable, fruit, and grain.
You can also find out how many calories are in each meal in your kids' lunch on the SPS website. All of that information is on our website, ozarksfirst.com.
Fort Leonard Wood is memorializing its historic Black Officers Club building this week, and we got to preview it. During World War II, the U.S. Armed Forces were still segregated, and during that time, the Black Officers Club was a place for recreation. Fort Leonard Wood is now refurbishing that building and honoring the man who painted a 10-foot mural that hung there about 75 years ago. Colonel Eric Towns tells us the building has a rich past.
And I think this is a significant portion of our history, the segregation of our armed forces. It's not something that we should just forget. It's significant, and we want to have it as a showcase where anybody can come in, see that mural, see how this building was used during the 1940s, and really reflect on where we've been and more importantly, where we've come to.
That dedication will take place tomorrow morning.
We also have a traffic alert to tell you about. Jefferson Avenue near Primrose will be closed for 30 days. The closure begins this morning at 6 a.m. for construction for the Primrose Street Widening Project. The closure will extend 100 feet north of Primrose. All driveway access to Kickapoo High School will remain open and accessible from the north on Walnut Lawn Street or from Powell Street.
And around the Ozarks, of course, you're familiar with hearing music as part of a religious service. Maybe not so much, though, when it comes to jazz. That is a Creole jazz band featured during a worship service at First and Calvary Church yesterday. Gary Ellison played some piano, and he says these services are open to everyone.
We have people from not only First and Calvary, but really the whole community comes out to hear this thing, because it's sing along and pat your foot and have a good time. And we've got the greatest band in the world. Jerry Hoover used to be the band director at MSU, retired, lives in St. Louis, came back down. We've used the bulk of this band for all 15 of the performances that we've done.
The band usually joins for services at the beginning of Lent and then takes part in a more relaxed program during the summer.
In your political news, a new lawsuit has been filed against Missouri Secretary of State. A St. Louis woman is accusing Secretary Jay Ashcroft of using bias and inflammatory language when summarizing petitions. The woman believes the language used could harm the petition's chances with voters if those issues make it onto the 2020 ballot. The news leader reports the petitions are looking to make voting a bit easier for Missourians. One would extend early and mail-in voting to 6 weeks. The other would allow eligible citizens to automatically register to vote when they come in contact with a government agency. Ashcroft's office is still reviewing the lawsuit.
Your right to know this morning. An Arkansas woman was killed in a crash on Highway 65 just south of Hollister. Sheila Meyer Gray was in a car turning left on the highway when it was hit by another vehicle. The other driver suffered moderate injuries and a passenger suffered minor ones. Everyone involved was wearing a safety belt.
And a Hollister man has drowned after running from Taney County deputies. 26-year-old Tyler Jones was riding a sports bike when a deputy tried to pull him over in Hollister early yesterday morning. Jones eventually got off his bike on Lakeshore Drive. Then he jumped over the guardrail and ran into Lake Taneycomo. The deputy heard Jones calling for help shortly after. A rescue crew was called in, but Jones had already died by the time crews reached him about 15 feet from the shore.
A St. Louis man was riding a Sea-Doo behind his family's boat Saturday on Lake of the Ozarks, and the man's family then checked for him and saw that he had fallen off. 59-year-old Thomas Moore was later found in the water and pronounced dead. He was wearing a life jacket at the time of that accident.
Still ahead for you this morning on Daybreak, a look at how the markets are expected to start off this week.
And it is going to be hot and humid out there today. Elisa Raffa joins us next with your full forecast to start off the new week.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.